Hey VC, how you doing? It's Gordon at I Dig Vinyl here, back with another video, and a big happy new year to everybody. What I'm going to do in this video is jump on Jack at the Vinyl Voyage's cool album art thread tag, what you call it. Anyway, it's a cool idea. I liked the prompts. It got me looking at my record collection in a different way. It's made me pull out some albums that I've not played for ages, and one in particular that I don't think I've played at all. So last time I was out in the garden, I had a wee glass of something bubbly for the vinyl tag. I knocked it over within minutes or seconds. This time I've got a cup of coffee, more appropriate for the cold weather. Let's get going. So question number one is an album with a band looking cool. So I've got a few to show. I'll just show them quite quickly. I love this guy, John Cale. He's a very cool dude. And here he is with his, I think it's his 1985 album, Caribbean Sunset. I love the fact that he's lying on a beach with a big jumper on, and he's looking very, very cool, as John Cale always tends to. It's an album that I enjoy, with a cool cover. Next one, John Cale's friend, enemy, frenemy, whatever in between, Lou Reed. I like this cover because here we've got a range of different cool poses. Look at the muscular Lou, you've got the sideways on smoking Lou, you've got a further tilted waiting for a bus Lou, but in all cases Lou Reed here is looking cool on his album New York. Love it. I'm being a bit daft, but you'll forgive me please. Here are a band who are not only looking cool but are cool. They're physically cool. Echo and the Bunnymen's great album, Porcupine. I don't know where this is, I didn't need to find out. It's a great, interesting looking location, but they're definitely cool. And actually, last but not least, I think this is the coolest one I've got, maybe. It's John Lennon's Rock and Roll, brilliant photograph. He definitely looks super cool here. It's the Hamburg John Lennon. What I didn't realise is the blurry figures. I can only make out two, but there are supposed to be three. Stuart Sutcliffe, Paul McCartney and George Harrison are the blurry figures from sometime in Hamburg. Uber cool. Oh, wait a minute, I've got another one. Sorry Jack, I've got five. How cool does this get? I'm probably just past my white suit days, but back in the day, John Travolta was definitely the embodiment of cool. So here he is on his disco floor, throwing out some epic shapes with the Bee Gees in the background. So there's lots of cool stuff to get us going. Weirdest, I've gone for this album by The Doors, Full Circle. The music is not particularly weird. It's it's really enjoyable. Obviously, it's an album without Jim Morrison. Some great tunes on this, like the Mosquito, Verdelac. I'm just looking at a few of them here. Get Up and Dance is a really good album, but if you look at the artwork here, just let you see it, I get the sense of a travelling mankind's journey or something like that, travelling full circle. You can see it on the back as well, lovely artwork here. I don't know what this guy's doing. There's circus elements, we've got Egyptian imagery, thrown in a tiger on the front. And the baby in the womb here. So it's an interesting / weird album cover. Great album though. The Doors Full Circle. Next one, oh, I put this into weird as well, not sexy. This was one that I pulled out when I was going through the shelves earlier on. It's an album that I'm going to give a listen to because I haven't played it. I thought, what are the boys doing here? This is the Little River Band, and they seem to have semi-stripped off. The booze is out. There's a bit of a party going on, I think, with the lads. Don't know who else is invited. If you look at the back, there's more evidence of the clothes off. I don't know what the boys are up to. So, something sexy, I don't know. Something weird, I don't know. That I love these snakeskin boots. Anyway, Little River Band, a band that I don't know much about. I picked this up ages ago and I realised that the cover is questionable. Right, next one. Okay, wait a minute. I need to pause because the album that I dislike is inside. Hold on. Okay, back. The question about an album cover I dislike I found a bit tricky until I lighted upon this. So there's nothing wrong with the cover other than the fact you can see some swine has graffitied it. So a long time ago, don't know when, long before I picked it up in a bundle, you can see that someone has decided to take a biro pen to the kinks, and I dislike that. But there's a question, there's evidence to who it might have been. Just going to show you it on the back here. I don't know when this album came out, if it was late 60s, I think it is 66. So I believe this has been taken to probably quite a few parties in its time. It's quite battered. And typical of the time, people would write their names on the album, but here you can see something unusual, I think. And I've got an impression that this was a party in Glasgow and someone took it along, and the Govan team, as you can see there, Govan team rule, they've put their mark on that. The Govan team are a notorious bunch of guys, call it one of the Glasgow gangs, the Govan team. A member, don't know if he likes the kinks or dislikes it, but they've marked that. And I like the fact that somebody's written Tamla, okay. I don't know if they're big fans of Tamla Motown. Vordo and Big F have got involved. So I don't dislike it. I couldn't find one that I dislike. I suppose I dislike the graffiti, but I think it's kind of funny that a Glasgow gang have decided to get involved with that. I don't know if there were gang wars back in the 60s over albums like Kinks Ya Bass. Anyway, moving on. I like the next question. It was about a creature from the animal world, and I decided just to let this Mogwai album fly. It's a beautiful hawk. I was going to say eagle, but the album's called The Hawk is Howling, so we're going to go with hawk. What a beautiful bird. This is an album I picked up a while ago and I haven't listened to it all that much, and I should probably get it out a wee bit more. Mogwai, The Hawk is Howling. Okay, next up, I'm looking at my notes down there. Let's see. Oh, okay, so I'm going to combine a couple of questions quickly here. 6 and 7, interesting backstory, interesting design. So it's Keith Moon's album Two Sides of the Moon. The album itself, or the cover, very interesting design. If you look at it here, it's a kind of respectable looking Keith Moon that we've got sitting in this car, but I can flip it around. I don't know if we'll get away with it, but in the background you can see something different. So you can flip it, depends how you want to play that. Now the story behind it, which is interesting, is this album cost a fortune to make, a lot of time invested in it, a lot of large cast of musicians involved as well in the recording sessions, and I think towards the end of it all the record company were getting a little bit itchy and fed up about the costs. So the story is that they didn't want to produce this interesting kind of die cut sleeve, but Keith Moon definitely wanted it, and on the way to have a discussion with the record label, I think it's MCA, it's on, anyway, to discuss with the record label boss, he stopped off at Army Navy stores and purchased a fire axe, goes into the office with his fire axe, points at the record guy's desk and says, "It's either your desk, dear boy, or my album cover." So you can see that Keith got his cover. That's the story. Right, next one. Sleeve art being the main reason he picked it up. So that's something that I would maybe do if I'm in a charity shop and I'm just looking at stuff that I've not heard of. Like this one, Dumar album Skunk. No idea what it was. I was attracted to the cover though, the bright colours, the name Skunk, what's going on here. It's in Dutch. Didn't know anything about the band at all. It's really nice, kind of new wave, almost reggae. New wave reggae from 1980. Popular at the time in the Netherlands, didn't really get anywhere else, but I picked it up for a couple of pounds, and it was the bright album that attracted me. Bright album cover. Most battered, and why? Probably go for this copy of Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division. If you have a look at it, you see there's multiple lines and things like that, little creases. So I picked this up in a big job lot kind of haul a year and a half ago, and it was a great indie haul, and the guy basically just kind of threw this one in for next to nothing because he looked at the cover and he said, look, I know that's a bit battered, but you can take it. Funnily enough, the record plays really, really well. There's not too many marks on it whatsoever, so it's definitely not one that looks great from the outside, but inside, of course, what a masterpiece, and it plays really nicely. Next one, favourite gatefold. Found this one a wee bit tricky to find a particular favourite, so I've gone for a fairly recent album. I think I picked it up about a year ago, thereabouts. This is Istanbul's Sokakları by Babazula. Brilliant kind of Turkish psych. But the artwork is really attractive. Perfectly kind of sums up some of the sounds of the album, very redolent of Istanbul from the 60s on. Something a little bit mystical about it though as well, so have a wee look at this artwork. It's a beautifully designed cover all in, and it's great music too. Right, favourite album cover. Found this one a wee bit tricky. I saw Jack's own selection of Led Zeppelin 3, something I thought I would maybe go for. It's, again, a brilliant bit of artwork. My favourite Zeppelin album. If not that, Zeppelin albums are pretty iconic for their cover art, aren't they? And this physical graffiti is just an absolute beauty as a cover. If not that, I'll just go for my favourite album with an iconic design, Velvet Underground Loaded. It's an album I've loved since I first heard it, I don't know, 30 odd years ago or something like that. And I think the artwork's pretty interesting as well. There we go for that one. Second last, if you could live in a cover for the rest of your life, my goodness, I found that a tricky one. Now, I've just decided to go for a kind of place that I could imagine enjoying, maybe living in slightly better climate than here. Here we go, I've gone for this beautiful reggae comp, reggae recipe it's called. You can see a friendly local on the front, the sun is shining in the background, there's a lot of kind of fairly empty, clean looking beach, which is always important. Just show you the music on the back, what a brilliant comp this is, on Trojan Records. So yeah, I'll go somewhere with the palm trees, the beach and the friendly locals. Okay, got through that one. The last one is a bonus question that Jack put in, which was quite a cool one. So I messed around on AI, ChatGPT I think it was, and I've come up with my own I Dig Vinyl album cover. It's a bit proggy, here it is here, a bit proggy, a bit psyche, a bit jazzy. I asked them to put in some mystical creatures, which are always good I think. A bit celestial, a bit mystical. It's an album that I would like to search out. I Dig Vinyl's very own. Okay, so there we go, hope you enjoy that. Bloody cold out here. All the best to you for the new year. Thanks to Jack for setting up the cool tag in the first place. I'll see you later.